Hey, this is Lego Center Ride and this is
Poisonmatrix.
After a very long mountain ride. So how's the
After
mountain
just playing baseball.
He wasn't.
I was just trying to throw the ball up.
Okay, anyway, Poisonmatrix, we need to get on with what this video really is, and it's an introduction to the different fire and thunder cards, Spinjitzu cards that Poisonmatrix has. So let's start off with the first one. Now show me the card. Okay. This one is called Force Field. You know what? I'll just say everything, okay?
No, I'll say it.
Okay, fine.
So Force Field is basically you build the model right here.
Okay. Force Field, you basically put two 1x2 bricks on each side of your spinner.
A large 2x1.
They're bricks. 1x2.
Okay.
Anyway, go. Just go.
And then it basically makes your opponent harder to hit you.
Because it protects you from both sides. Because usually, if you have a skeleton that you hit from the sides, and it's usually really good for, like, you know, like Jay. Jay, the human master of... Anyway, so what's the next character card you... Oh, you have a character card. I just guessed. And it just so happens to be Jay. Okay.
So Jay's character card, it has 300 Spinjitzu power and fire, 400 Spinjitzu power and lightning,
300 Spinjitzu power and ice,
and 0 Spinjitzu power in
earth.
Since as we all know, Earth will really just absorb electricity and it won't have any effect on it. Just like in Pokemon.
Okay, anyway. Well, we're not talking about Pokemon. So, now here's our first fire card. It's called Flame Pit.
Flame Pit
requires 300 Spinjitzu points. And the Force Field, we forgot to mention, it requires 400 Spinjitzu points in Thunder. And Flame Pit requires 300 Spinjitzu points in Fire. So, just, yeah.
And then, so you basically lay down the card.
After you spin.
Yeah.
And
before you spin.
Or before you spin. But if your opponent's spinner touches the card, then they automatically lose, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then here's an up for grabs thing, which is sort of like, you know, you bribe the other person so that you avoid losing. So
basically, up for grabs
requires 400 Spinjitzu power and fire.
Yeah, and up for grabs basically does like for example, when both characters fall, like they both fall off their spinners,
you have to throw this card as fast as you can, and
then if you play it down just in time, you will win. If both characters fall.
If both characters fall, so it's a pretty bad chance.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Kai.
Kai's character card.
He has 400 Spinjitzu power in fire, 300 Spinjitzu power in thunder,
lightning,
300 Spinjitzu power in earth, and 0 Spinjitzu power in fire. So basically, the way that we're getting this is that if somebody has their most in fire, then they won't have anything in ice because they're opposites. Same with thunder and lightning.
Next is Nimble.
It requires 100 Spinjitzu points
and
in
the golden weapon.
And a golden weapon in thunder.
For example, if you don't have a golden weapon, which is your character's best weapon, if you don't have your character's best weapon, which is a golden weapon, you cannot play this card, but you need 100 Spinjitzu
points.
Thunder Spinjitzu points. And basically you lay down you basically tilt your character on its back, and then you spin it like that, it's kind of like Force Field.
Making the other player more vulnerable to attack by heads.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have this one. This is my favorite thunder. Throwing star. It only requires 100 Spinjitzu points in a thunder, but there's a catch, right?
Yeah, throw card during spin.
During spin. Okay.
Yeah, like right when you spin, you throw this card.
Okay, I'll say. Okay.
No,
okay, fine.
Then there's Shaky Bones. Ooh.
It requires 300 Spinjitzu points
in lightning.
Okay.
And basically what you do is...
Stop moving the card.
Opponent stands character on one leg until player wins.
So it's basically like the off-balance one for fire, right?
No, it's Earth.
Earth, sorry. That's in my video.
And then, I don't know, why is he holding a...
Well, let me see.
I don't know why is he holding a golden dark blade, which is very devastating. You get with chop off.
Well, whatever. Just okay.
Then there's
smoke screen. It requires 200 spinjitzu points and fire. And the opponent spins with eyes closed until a player wins. So
like this. And then you spin.
I think we know what eyes closed means. Anyway, so here's a power up.
It's one of the most useful cards.
It requires 300 fire spinjitzu points, and it's basically put an extra weapon in card's hand until a player wins, then remove. So you can have 2 at a time.
Plus, I also want to tell you a little fact about this card. There's actually another card like this.
It is called double power.
No, it has the same name, but yeah, it requires a golden weapon.
Oh, okay. So this one is better.
No. Yeah, this one is more useful.
It doesn't require a golden weapon. Anyway, so here's the Spiral Vortex. It requires 200 Thunder Spinjitzu points. And what is it?
Lay down card. Any player respins. If spare touches it, then remove. By the way,
so it's basically like the Flame Pit, except if you touch it, you don't lose. You just get to restart. And you can only use it once, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any card can only
Yeah.
be
So
used.
what was you saying?
So basically, the user will actually get affected by this card. Spiral Vortex.
Spiral Vortex can happen to anyone, even the user. So anyway, we have this Wall of Fire and 300 fire spinjitzu points, and it's basically
you stand up the card with like a card holder, and then if your opponent's spinner knocks it down,
then the opponent loses.
It's kind of like Flame Pit, just you
have to stand it up, yeah.
And if it knocks over, and
and those are all the cards that Poisonmatrix has relating to
lightning
and fire. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see you in the next video, which will be me explaining my Ice and Earth, because Ice and Earth rock. Okay, bye from Legos Under My Bed.
Bye.